I can see why they're tearing it up there. I hope they get around a little bit more. I have a hunch they could build a following outside of upstate New York and the Northeast there, too. As I said, we've got a lot of music this week, so we're going to keep right on moving because our next guest is standing by, and we want to bring him in here with one of his own tunes. As a matter of fact, here is Brody Mullikin with Summer Red.
Shed no tears, so won't you take my hand and lead me
And there you have it from his album Strange Days. That's called Summer Red by our next guest, Mr. Brody Mullikin. Hello, Brody.
Hello, thank you so much for having me on.
Pleasure to have you on board with us, and thank you so much for taking the time to come and share your story and your music. Now, I understand that Strange Days was kind of a solo project for you?
Yes, it's the name of the band, but it's not really a band right now. Right now it's just me, but I do plan on bringing in members, mainly a bass player, a drummer, and a keyboardist. But as of right now, it's just me, and this album that I put out, Summer Red, everything on it was done by me, including mixing and mastering all the instruments. So as of right now, yes, it's a solo project.
I was listening to that with some real attention to detail. That's quite a bit of instrumentation you did, and that was one of the reasons I wanted to check on your solo project status, because that has quite a range of instruments in there that you played. I also, since you say that you're in the process of rebuilding your band, might as well give you a platform right here. If we have listeners out there let's see, you're in South Florida, right?
I'm in Daytona Beach, Florida. So around Central Florida.
Right, Central East Coast Florida, but hey, it's all Florida. I mean, it's only takes you a day to get from one end to the other. But since you're down there, if we have any listeners that are in that group where they are instrumentalists and they want to get together with a group or at least talk to you about it, how do they get in touch with you?
They can contact me through email. It's just mullikinbrody@gmail.com, or you can find me on Instagram at Brody Mullikin, or on Facebook under the same name.
Well, there you go. If you're an instrumentalist who'd like to talk about getting connected with a band in Florida, give Brody a shout. You've got his email address, or you can find him online, chat with him, maybe send him a demo tape of what you do, and who knows, next time we might have you all on here as a band. Brody, it's a good sound you've got. I like the sound. It's got a commercial appeal, but it's also kind of original. How did you develop the sound?
Well, it all came from really my taste in music. My father got me into a lot of classic rock and 70s soft rock, 80s, late 60s, and I kind of just